All right, you guys requested that I come back on fire, blazing. This is the Unique Trading Group, and I'm Coach UV, your trading mentor and coach. And tonight I have a special video for you guys. Yes, a very, very special video. This is the race theory. Yes, the race theory. Inside my video, I explain that. Check out the title in the description. Today we're going to be focused on Tesla and SPY. I see bull traps and bear traps, okay? Bull trap meaning people who want to trade to the upside and take trades and invest to the upside. They might be overwhelmed and the market might be trying to trend back to the downside. And for a bear trap, to the bottom, rookies, traders who are not informed of the other professional strategies, they're going to lose money trying to sell at the bottom rather than buying to go back up. Okay, so I see these setups on SPY and I want some feedback from you guys as well, because you know this is a team game, right? You got a team game. All right, so we need team players. All right, Tesla is going to be on the itinerary again, and so like I said, this is a race theory. This is a new thing, right? Let's have some fun. The racetracks. Now right in front of my screen you see these yellow lines. These are my parallel lines, and in between here's a white dotted line, just like on the road, a racetrack or a road. Okay, and we're dealing with speed. All right, we're dealing with speed, range, execution, control. All right, these are the things that we're dealing with, and I want you to understand that you can look at it as a fun way, all right, to understand something you've never done before. If you've never traded before in the world, you don't even have a brokerage account, you never opened up something called tradingview.com right here, tradingview.com. Okay, this is a website where you can look at all types of stock charts, your favorite companies that you buy. Yes, you listening, whether you're a woman and you buy beauty products or hygiene products, or you're a man and you buy manly products, outdoor products. All right, these companies have a stock that you can invest in. All right, granted you get educated, granted you find a financial advisor, right, and come up with a strategy. Save up some money 6 months to a year, all right, before you start to invest. All right, and in that time that you're saving, do some studying and some learning. And again, before I go any further, I am not a financial advisor. I am only a mentor and coach. Okay, the Unique Trading Group are here for beginners, intermediate, and advanced traders. Okay, we're here for everyone. All right, there is a plethora of information here in my YouTube and in my Discord, and so if you want to check out a thriving community, you should do so right below in the link. Okay, because today is a very special moment. All right, race theory. Now Tesla's in front of me, SPY's in front of me. All right, we have a racetrack here. Okay, now anytime you see price above, here we go, we have price above this dotted line right here, dotted line. All right, we have bullish momentum. We're on the other side of the highway. Okay, we took a pit stop to go to take a bathroom break to get some food, right? And then we got back on the information highway above the 21 EMA. All right, okay, we have a series of higher highs. For my newbies and beginners listening, let me move this over a little bit. Check out these points. Check out my cursor. 1, 2, 3. All right. These are a series of higher highs. Why is that? Because this is a starting point, right? Right here. Watch my cursor. Price went up a little bit. It came back down, bounced. Went up a little bit, came back down, bounced. But you see this point right here? This low, it didn't break lower than this one or this one, so it's a higher low. Same as this one, a higher low. We have higher highs in price, higher highs, and the price is rejecting off of your racetrack midway point. Okay, this is that yellow, that white line on the road, right? You want to stay in your lane, and price stayed in that lane right here, and we fell back, but we created higher highs, and this means bullish uptrend. As you can see, the price is going upward and not downward like right here. It's going upward, okay, inside of this race parallel channel. Okay, so as soon as we bounce here, it made a higher high, I mean a higher low. Remember we talked about that. This is a bullish structure. Bullish meaning we want to go to the upside. B-U-L-L, bullish. You know, we're going to the upside. and this is bullish structure. So we buy that bounce the same way it bounced here, bounce there, bounce here, it bounced. We got above my famous 21 exponential moving average. This is a moving average, a 21-day moving average, and this is a calculated algorithm calculated base number, right? It gives you the last 21 days an average of where price should be at fair value, and sometimes price gets above it and it does beautiful things like shoots up, and it gets below it and it shoots down. And I like to use this gauge as an edge, all right, of probability. Now back to the racetrack. Once we bounced above, not only did we get above the gray line, but we hit that middle line, right? We're getting out of our lane, right? We're trying to get on another highway because we want to go to Texas, right? So we'll go up north in this case because we're going up. We'll say that, right? And so we get over our midway line, we come back, and guess what we do? We bounce. Okay, we bounce right here on the 21 and on the racetrack. Okay, right here on your midway point. And every time we go up and come back down, we bounce off of that midway point. And if we don't, we fall below and we retest these bottom yellow parallel lines. See from here, see how I retested that same line here? Okay, and so that brings me up to current day right now on SPY. See, there's a reason and a purpose for listening to someone who's here for you. My name is Coach UV, and this is part brought to you by the Unique Trading Group. This is Race Theory, Tesla, and SPY. Must watch, all right, before the market open. Okay, so you guys asked for it in the Discord, and here we go. Shout out to Hell of a Hustler. All right, so up to current speed. Where are we in the spectrum of things? All right, we are on the weekly time frame. Okay, right now we are above our midway point in that road in the racetrack, right? You with me? Okay, remember that I told you that this gray line here, my 21, is my trigger. If it's above, I want to take a trade to the upside, and if it's below, I want to take a trade to the downside. All right, while it's in the middle right here doing anything, nothing, and not moving, consolidating, I don't want to do anything but watch and wait for a break of those highs. Okay, and that's what we have right now. That's what I want to look for. I want to see some continuation to the upside. Now, to be more specific, tomorrow is Friday. It is OPEX Friday, where option contracts expire. Okay, option contracts expire. For my beginners, don't worry, I got you. I know I have several viewers here, and I appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. Okay, you can always rewind these videos and go back and listen to it again if you need to digest some of this new information that I'm giving you, right? Makes sense? And I also have other videos that I've been making since last year, so you might have to catch up to speed. And I also have a playlist for those beginners, so I want to break things down as I talk about them. So when I say that we are in the midway point right here and we in a range and I want to do nothing, this is what I mean. I'm going to make this screen bigger. Alright, I want you guys to see with clarity, and we'll get back to those notes. Okay. Right, now listen, you see this point here, this point right here on the chart, okay? All right, this is a previous high here in structure. Price needs to break above here to see really good momentum to the upside. Otherwise, as we're going up, this is going to be resistance. All right, resistance meaning a wall price can't get past. We're going to make that red. All right, we rejected here. Price fell back down. We bounced. We got back. We haven't even made it back to the red line, which is at 575. Right now, pre-market, we are at 575, and the SPY did close at 565.06. So if we open above 565.06 tomorrow, Friday, we will be going back to the upside. Now, I didn't say we'll just shoot up, but we will go to the upside. 567 being a place of trap, okay? It could be a trap for the bulls, all right, where we could reach 567, all right, right around here, all right, this little area here, and reject, okay? Right now we are below the 21, okay? So tomorrow again is options expiration. Options expiration just means that there are contracts. When you trade options, right, what we do, we don't just buy shares of a stock, which I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with, but we day trade options, and this gives us the right to buy or sell a individual security like Apple stock, Amazon, Walmart, places we shop at. They all have a stock, right, that you can buy on a brokerage account, right? Or like right here on the screen, you can go check them out. For instance, let's just quickly go back to, let's just check out Amazon. People shop on Amazon. All right, it's called a ticker symbol. This is a ticker symbol, AMZN, and the ticker symbols are on the NASDAQ in the New York Stock Exchange. These are the people who represent the stocks, who make this able to work, and make this trading and investing thing work. All right, they're like the plug. All right, Amazon is a stock, and the ticker symbol to pull up the chart is AMZN. So let's click on it. That's how you get to that. All right, now let's get back to SPY. All right, now the options expiration is on Friday. That means that major stocks expire, meaning when we trade contracts, we have time, expiration date. And if we don't have enough time on our contracts, that means that we are in losing trades, something called time decay. Time decay is when you no longer have any value. You want to take a trade to the upside, but you don't have enough time on your contract, and it's called theta. Theta eats away at your contracts. All right, theta eats away at your contracts. Okay, you can look this up. All right, theta. All right, theta eats up a lot of traders. Theta eats up a lot of traders. Okay, and so options expiration happens every Friday and every 3 months. It's always going to be an options expiration day where contracts expire. You and me can take advantage of that. And tomorrow being Friday, we're going to do just that. And so let's get back to the lecture at hand. I want to say specifically, all right, 565, all right, 565 is your bullish trigger, okay, for SPY. 565 is your bullish trigger, all right. It must hold that level to reach 567, 570, okay. Take a screenshot or write it down. Now we're getting into the meat. I appreciate you guys rocking with me thus far, all right. This is a very detailed, intricate video tonight. I appreciate you rocking with me thus far, all right. You guys are really rocking with me, but learning, right? We're in our bag right now, right? All right, 565 again is your bullish trigger on SPY. It must hold that level to reach 567, 570. I will secure profits right here on a Friday. The goal is to get in on the volatility early in the morning. All right, get in and get out like a bank robbery on this racetrack. Get on the road, get off the road, right? You're going for a job, you do the job, you get off of the road, all right? For those who are listening who are beginners that don't know, the stock market opens up at 9:30 a.m. in the morning and it closes at 4 p.m. just like a regular job, 9 to 5. Only it closes at 4. Again, from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, this is the time frame. And so the goal is to get in early for these prices. You want to see this happen between 9:30, 10:30, and 11. The first hour, first 2 hours. Okay, the last moment where you get good moment, right? Because you don't want a stock to just move nowhere, okay? You don't want a stock to just go sideways like right here in the series where it's not going up or down, but just in a range. You're right. You want the stock to move. ATM sound, flow, right? Just like when it bounces off the yellow line off your street, your racetrack, flow back to the 21, right? You want that flow. That's what we want. We want flow, and so that's why I'm trying to express to you is that these numbers tomorrow are going to play out when the flow is happening early in the morning. So you want to get in and out. You got to understand that it could be a bull trap, trapping in rookies who are trying to buy the top, not understanding that today is option expiration and the market can be very, very volatile tomorrow. All right. So again, secure profits at 567, 570. If 565 holds as strong price where the price wants to stay above and not fall below. That's what that means, beginners. All right, and again, the market did close at 565.06. For those who are watching for the first time, this is something I like to use to take a trade, right? When I'm convinced, me, somebody who's been trading for 8 years, I do this. If I see this number here, right, tomorrow, Friday at 9:30, I see price open up, the bell rings, ding, 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 and the price opens up higher than this number, I'm bullish because anytime price is above the previous close, you want to think to the upside. If price opens below it, you want to think to the downside. And right now, as of right now, It is 12:56 a.m. of this recording. I'm up late for you guys, trying to give you some good analysis. SPY is at 565.75. 565.75. And so this is above the 565.06 close. So we are bullish for right now. Okay. So this next part right here is not invalidated, right? I wrote this before 12:57 tonight, but now that we're above it, I want you to think about this number. So I said if we fail, if we fall pre-market, right? Because right now we're above the previous close, but if we fall pre-market, right? When we wake up in the morning, prices are below 565. Now we're thinking bearish. Here are the numbers to go for. If we fall pre-market, 564.54, $564.54 is your first target. If we fall pre-market, 564 is your first target if 561.30 becomes demand bounce. All right. So what I'm saying is, if we wake up in the morning and prices are below 565, you want to target these numbers: 564.54, 561.30. All right. But these numbers also can become demand, a bounce, a place to bounce, because price has already been falling from these numbers. Now if the cycle was to go back up, okay, the opposite of your put play to fall down, which is right here, okay? If 561.30 acts as resistance, all right, target, the first target is 557.03. Take a picture and screenshot this. Remember these numbers because they might play out tomorrow. I'm telling you, they might play out tomorrow. All right, well, let's say today, because it is definitely past 12 o'clock and it's May 9th, all right? So if 561.30 acts as resistance, target 557. 556.04 is your target, your second target. And the third target, which is your runner, because like I said, we buy contracts. If we're trading and we can buy multiple contracts for the trade we want to take, that means we can make double our money, triple our money, quadruple our money, depending on how many contracts we buy. And you could buy one, and each one of those contracts represents 100 shares. 100 shares represents the contract. And we could buy one or as many as we want, right? But for each one of them, we're going to get 100 shares worth, all right? For the option, we don't own the shares, but we have the right to buy or sell that security, that stock, all right, and participate in that up or down move, okay? And so once I buy my contracts at these levels, okay, this is my setup. I'm waiting patiently. This is my edge. I'm waiting for price to break below here, right? I want to see this act as a wall. And I'll give you an example quickly before we go to Tesla. But if 561.30 acts as resistance, remember, these are scenarios for the up and downside. If 561.30 acts as resistance, target, the first target is 557.03. Your second target is 556.04. And your third target, I say runner because if you buy multiple contracts and you're letting them go, for example, if you bought 10, all right, as soon as it got to 557, you let go of 5. Now you got 5 left. When it got to 556, you let go of 3. All right, now you got 1 or 2 left, and you're leaving your runners. All right, see what I'm saying? You're scaling out of your position, making money, but leaving it rest for the rest of the move, not being greedy, but being strategic. This is a trading style. I will talk about it more in a separate video. But for now, let's stick to the guns of this analysis for SPY. All right, so again, your third target will be 552.82. Close your trade, secure your profits, and just watch. I promise you. Okay. All right, now let's go back to the intraday on SPY so I can show you what I mean. Okay, appreciate you guys' patience and watching with me. We're going to wrap this video up soon after we get to Tesla. Okay, this is the race theory, okay, race theory. Now, right here on the 1 hour time frame, we'll just use the 1 hour, okay? You see this white dotted line? That white dotted line is the same line. It's the same freaking line that I used on the weekly time frame, okay? I use that on the weekly time frame. All right? And we can still see that here on the hour. That's the lovely thing about these charts. The lines that you put on the higher time frames, they translate for the smaller ones, and they mean something. They're powerful. They're all working together, okay? And so remember, I told you, below 565, bearish, okay? Close the price. Above it, bullish. Right now we are a little bit above it. This is trading view, so it's lagging, not showing you the true price. All right. But if we break below 559.59 convincingly with volume, okay, I want to target 556, the same numbers I gave you. All right. We want to target 552, 551. All right. These are the same levels inside of my volume thin zone. All right. All right. Most of the control is here at 559. So 560 is a place of demand where price has been bouncing at. Okay, it's been bouncing right here. Okay, so we could bounce. We could fall here and form a bear trap, bounce to the upside. We can go up here and form a bull trap and trap the bulls and fall back to the downside. Tomorrow's Friday. Everybody who's been making money as price been going up, they can simply take their profit and we can fall back down. This is a scenario, two scenarios. All right, I do see that happening. I also see a bull flag. I'm really bullish, and if we do break 565, 567, I do see 570, 580 in the works. Okay, over time. Just depends on the COT report, which comes out today at 3:30 p.m. All right, I'll keep you guys informed. All right, and so these are your scenarios. Watch for these numbers, rewind the video if you need to, and that is my analysis for SPY. Bull flag, break above this flag. We can see highs tomorrow, end of day. We can see volatility early as in the morning, and profits can be took for trapping of liquidity. All right, here comes Tesla. Oh man, I love Tesla. Okay, Tesla is what would you say, like a dark horse, because it moves so much. You can make a whole lot of money, and this is my big one. This is my big trade. Okay, this is my big trade. All right, remember the racetrack theory? Remember the racetrack theory? What do you see here? Interesting, right? You see that? All right, if you're listening to me right now and you made it this far to the video, I want to say thank you. Okay, I appreciate this. This is a powerful message I'm giving you. It sounds bland, but it's powerful. Tesla above 295.25, super bullish. Again, Tesla above 295.25. I'm super bullish, especially if we get above this midway point in your racetrack. All right, like this is all the way in the threes, people. If we can get above these certain numbers right here, you know, above 21 to 295, we can start shooting up to the upside. Okay, my first target is 300. Second target is 320. All right, very possible to the upside, but we must get above. We must get above 295, and we must close above 296. Okay, 296, 297. We must close above these metrics by the end of the day, Wednesday, for us to see continuation upside for next week. Okay, remember my targets are 300, 320. All right, 290 for sure is a first target because we are at 284. So if we open up higher than this 284.82 next week, then I'm going to be bullish, waiting on some news to pop up and seeing what the volume is doing. Always being confirmed of the volume. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because that's what's important. Risk to reward, understanding your edge, execution. All right, the race theory states that. All right, the race theory states that. Tesla, I am really bullish. There's a nice pattern going on here. We at the bottom of the channel. We could get above here. I'm very bullish, but as of right now, we are below the 21 on the 4 hour. On the weekly, and here on the 4 hour, we were above it, right? And so just like I did on the SPY, I want to go to a smaller time frame, intraday time frame. Okay, this is a micro time frame. This is just smaller time frame. I was on the weekly, and now I'm going to the 4 hour. And real quickly, for those who don't know what I mean by 4 hour and weekly, look right here at the top screen. All right, these are my time frames. When you click on that, you see here we got 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, a day, a week, months, years, so on and so on. These represent time frames. And remember I said that we buy contracts when we trade options. That's why we need time frames. We need to see the bigger picture to see how long we want to hold trades. We can hold trades for weeks, months, years if we want to, until it gets to our target. Yes, we have that option. And so since I'm on the 4 hour time frame, right, each one of these candlesticks, right, Each one of these candlesticks represents 4 hours of time. So this green one, it was moving for 4 hours. This one moving for 4 hours. All of these individual candlesticks, each one represents 4 hours. And you have an open, a high, a low, and a close. That's a trading session. If I was to go to a minute time frame or a 1 hour time frame, each one of these candles would represent that. A 1 minute price action up and down, or a 1 hour price action up and down. All right, that's what that means. Okay, now back to the lesson before we wrap it up. Right here, what do I see? Okay, Tesla. All right, I am super bullish above intraday time frame. Here we have 292.50. 292.50. I want to look for calls to see if we can break above, and really before then hit the volume profile. So I say 290. If we can get to 290, of course, there will be some profit taking, all right, for a little baby pullback. But if we can stay above 290 convincingly and get to our midway point is around 320 at my second target, okay? And this is on the 4 hour time frame. So this is what I am looking for. Right now we are in what we call a downtrend on Tesla, clearly, because we have a lower highs. I talked about this in previous videos and earlier today, all right? But we are not falling below, creating triple bottom, and we are inside of a range, all right? And I'm looking for this range to be broke, all right, and so that I can take calls to the upside, okay? Take calls to the upside on the range break, okay? If we cannot get below, all right, I'm taking high probability trades. So if we cannot get above, all right, my put targets will be 270, all right, 270. So if we fall below 280 is my first trigger for puts. If 280, like right now we're at 284, 280, if we get there and we fail convincingly with volume, fall below, all right, 276, 275, 270 are my first 3 targets. And below 270 can get really critical and really ugly. Really ugly. I mean, we could fall back down low, all right, to the 220s. All right, that is my analysis for today. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. This has been an edition of Race Theory. Of course, Race Theory is available, all right? Get familiar with this right here: range, auction, control, execution, okay? Get familiar with that. Race Theory, range, auction, control, execution, all right? You see patterns within. You see the roll. Stay on your lane. When it's out of the lane, you know something is happening, the decision point, all right? I appreciate you guys rocking with me thus far. And if you appreciate this video, hit that like button and share with your friends and family. Subscribe, hit that bell notification so you could be updated when I drop valuable videos just like this one every week, every day. Make sure you check out the Monday Madness episodes every Monday. I try to drop analysis for the week, give you out trades and signals for those who want to follow and make money. And on Wednesdays, I like to do the midway halftime show so we can see what's going on throughout the week before and leading on to the end of the week. Okay, again, this is the Unique Trading Group. I am Coach UV. It's been a pleasure talking with you guys. Hope you found some value. Until the next time, peace.